August here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today we're talking about something that you probably heard people discuss many times now. Plowing versus tilling versus disking. Can't comment on the disking because I don't have a disc. I just put a video out about my two-toe plow or whatever you want to call it. It's got two of the things that flips the dirt. There we go. Anyways, this is the Arcade 2.5. It's a 25 horsepower. I want to say, is it TMY or TYM or whatever? It's basically the same tractor rebranded, and Roll King store sells it, and I have a Roll King close, so that's why I went with this. So I got a place to get it serviced. Plus they put a lot of extras on here. It came with rear remotes, speakers, the lights, like all that stuff was standard. Anyways, today I just got done tilling, but like I said before, I had my other video where I had plowed up all this, and I actually got 3 spots I plowed now with it, and I didn't need to go deep. I mean, about that deep or so. And here's my main reason why I wanted to plow then till, because I think both is where the answer is, especially for small scale producers. Reason number one, a two-toe plow, you can get those things cheap. I think I paid 150, 160 bucks for mine. There's one at an auction, actually, there's one or two at an auction right now that I'm looking at. That, I mean, the auction's got days left on it, but it hasn't got a lot of excitement on it. You know, if it goes for under 200, I might pick it up because it's a little nicer than the one I got right now, and sell mine for 150. Have 50 bucks for an upgrade. Anyways, you can find them really, just Google or look on Facebook Marketplace, anywhere. You can find them really cheap usually. Two-toe plow or one-toe plow or whatever they're called. And these smaller tractors, I think, can handle it for what we're doing, because we're not trying to go 6-8 inches. We just want the surface. And here's my reason why I wanted to do it the most, just so I can get my point across. Before I use that tiller cost me a lot of money. That plow was cheap. That plow helped me find these. Yes, look at those massive, I mean, these are hundreds of pounds, these rocks are each. All right, I found those. Look at all this. It's a whole basket full here of more big rocks, little rocks. These are horrible for your tiller. There's actually a few left, but they're not very big, that I saw in here when I was going through, and I didn't have a single tire. I had that, you know, nail biting time where you hear boom, 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 boom on your tiller, which is really bad for your blades. Or, you know, some of those bigger ones, they'll actually get bound up there, and now you're sharing pins. I didn't want to go through all that problems. I'd rather sit on my tractor and plow a little, and, you know, you just milk that lever up and down, the lift and lower it as you need. If your tractor starts bogging down, it's not that big a deal. It gets the surface cut. And my whole reason, like I said, yes, it flips the grass. That was great. It's going to kill the grass. I'll get all that extra. I don't like plowing. I don't like tilling that much. So those aren't the benefits I'm looking for. Benefits I'm looking for are ease of planting, flat surfaces, because that makes harvesting and other things a lot easier, and easy, you know, easy weed management. You want to give your plants the boost. So by killing everything, they get that boost. You can do that by tarping. You can do it by a couple of things. But these specific areas, I wanted to go ahead and till the giant mess of giant rocks out of my way. I mean, you can see that. That's from a grapple trying to pick them up. I struggled some. There's a pile of rocks over there. There's a pile of rocks over there. I think there's another little pile over there. So we got probably, I wouldn't even think it'd be weird to say 1,000 pounds worth of rocks out of this thing. And these are big, nasty rocks that will mess your tiller up. When it comes to tilling or plowing, I say both. Especially on my size scale, I do it just to protect my equipment. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, that's cool. But that you're probably watching this video because you want to know, hey, why would you do this, and does it work? And I just tilled all this up, and I think it only took me about, 30 or 40 minutes for this whole area. It's about 1/8 of an acre. It's nothing huge. But this is where, I plan on doing some alfalfa this year. And I'd never worked this piece of land. It's always just been a regular hay field. And I don't know if it ever been plowed. And if it has, they didn't get much of the stuff out because these weren't far below the surface. A couple inches here and there. All right. And one last thing before I end here. In case he watches it. This is for Try New Things. I'm going to leave a link to his channel here. It's another local YouTuber, and I met him mainly because my buddy told me about him because he did a video on this tractor before I got one. And he lives maybe 5 miles as a crow flies or something. But yeah, right down the road pretty much. and or one of his properties is, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, you know, the other day he was like, he did a video on putting fence posts in through the rocks. Good video. Check it out, because it's something I hadn't tried yet, and I thought it was great, because at this whole fence row we put in, and a lot of these fences did have to get moved here and there because these rocks are littered everywhere. But he apparently he didn't watch all the video and see some of these, and plus I didn't show these in that last video. So here you go, try new things. These, I do have giant rocks everywhere as well. These are not big, or these are not small, and I have probably 15-20 more of these that I pulled off the property up by the house. Eventually I'm gonna use these for something, landscaping, some makeshift fences like sticking out of the ground. I think it'd be cool. If anybody's got some good ideas, ooh, maybe use these in a pond for like a waterfall. Yeah, anyways, you got some good ideas of what I can use these giant rocks for, and even these small ones. Let me know. Oh, what if we paint them and then sell them and then charge people for delivery, but give them away for free, but they'll be so heavy they can't move. Anyways, I digress. That's it for now. I definitely think plowing and tilling is the way to go, especially if it's a new soil, new places. Like if it's the first time you ever worked at land, I would much rather stick a plow in there and break a $150, $200 plow than break $1,000+ tiller there. So, or have to work my tiller, because that's no fun. The fun part about farming is riding the tractor, not fixing the equipment. So let's try to ride the tractor as much as possible instead of fixing the equipment all the time, because we did something stupid, in my opinion. So, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one. We got tons of new videos coming. I got a really awesome implement I'm about to do a video on hopefully soon, but I had to get this plowing done before I could take this off, because I don't like changing out my implements, and I didn't want to do it 3 or 4 times just for a video. So if you got a small tractor like this and you like doing a lot of things with it, definitely subscribe, because this next one is an attachment that I haven't seen and I can't find many videos on, and I've only found 1 or 2 places to do it. But I think once more people find out about it, they're gonna be all over it. So look forward to that. Have a great day.